What is going on, Stick Crew, and welcome to our Week 7 waiver wire video for the fantasy hockey season. Starting off with the teams with the best schedules for this week, we have 3 teams that play 4 games and 4 off nights. We have the Boston Bruins, the Buffalo Sabres, and the Carolina Hurricanes. Starting off, we got 2 forwards from the Boston Bruins, starting with center left winger Pavel Zacha. Zacha's pretty high up there at 47% rostered right now, but he's playing on the second line and top power play for a very injured and beat up Boston team. They need all the help they can get, and he's got 3 goals in his last 5 games. So if he's still out there, go get him right now because he's got a good schedule. Our next Bruin, and I apologize if I completely butcher this, is center Marat Kusnedinov. The former second-round pick is 0% rostered and now playing on that top line and top power play for Boston. With Victor Arvidsson going out with an injury and deemed week to week, it looks like Kusnedinov is going to be getting a lot more ice time, and they're looking at a good schedule this week. So pick him up right now because he's going to be producing alongside David Pastrnak. Next up, we got winger Will Cooley from the New York Rangers. Cooley's also pretty highly rostered at 47%, playing on the third line and top power play for the Rangers, and he's been looking really good on that top power play unit. They've been struggling to find some chemistry this year, and even with Vincent Trocheck back, it looks like they're keeping him on there. So as long as he's getting that deployment, pick him up right now. He's looked pretty good. He's got a few goals in his last few games, and he's putting up some pretty good shot numbers as well. Next forward is going to be center Adam Fantilli from the Columbus Blue Jackets. Fantilli's sitting at 41% rostered on that second line and top power play for Columbus, and I had him on here a few weeks ago as a drop, but he's been picking it up. His ice time has been ticking upward, and he's been producing a lot of points. He's got 6 points in his last 5 games. He's getting good peripherals, and the ice time's looking better, so go get him while you still can. Another forward for you is going to be center and right winger Jack Roslovic from the Edmonton Oilers. Roslovic is 33% rostered, playing on that second line with Leon Draisaitl and that top power play with the Oilers. He is a must-add player right now. A lot of people thought that when Zach Hyman came back, he would be taken off that top power play, but with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins going on the IR, he's keeping his spot on that second line and the top power play and needs to be rostered because he's still putting up a crazy amount of points and has been one of the hottest players in the league in the past few weeks. Last forward we got is right winger Jack Quinn from the Buffalo Sabres. Quinn is only 2% rostered, playing on the second line and top power play for Buffalo, and I'm not going to lie to you, he's been pretty dog shit over the last few weeks. He hasn't really put up a lot of production this season, but Buffalo keeps shuffling that power play unit and their lines like crazy. As it stands, he's on the top power play for Buffalo, which is the kind of deployment you'd like to see with a guy who's playing 4 games this week. He's not the sexiest pickup, but hopefully he can give you some production if the waiver wire is super thin. All right, moving over to defensemen, we got Oliver Ekman-Larsson from the Toronto Maple Leafs. OEL is sitting at 34% rostered, playing on the third pairing, but the top power play for a struggling Toronto Maple Leafs team. He's got 4 points in his last 5 games, and the only reason you're really adding him is because he's on that top power play. It sucks because Austin Matthews is on IR right now, but hopefully he gets back soon, which will help his production, but he's definitely one of the best defensive ads out there. Next D-man, we got Simon Nemec from the New Jersey Devils. Nemec is up to 21% rostered, playing on the top pairing and second power play for New Jersey. He's really impressed recently with 4 goals in his last 3 games, and it shows because they put him on that second power play unit. It's looking like Dougie Hamilton is going to be out for a week, which definitely helps his ice time, and you never know. Luke Hughes hasn't looked like the most consistent player on that power play unit. If Nemec keeps scoring and playing at the level that he's playing at right now, you never know. We could see a more increased role for him going forward. Next D-man is Hampus Lindholm from the Boston Bruins. Lindholm's only 5% rostered, playing on the top pairing and now the top power play for Boston with Charlie McAvoy out after getting hit in the face with a puck. It doesn't look like he's going to be out super long, but with 4 games this week, it could be worth the ad if McAvoy is going to be missing any time. He's got good peripherals and good ice time right now, so if he's out there and you're thin at defense, go pick him up for the week. Next up, we got Keandre Miller from the Carolina Hurricanes. Miller's 36% rostered, playing on the second pairing and second power play for Carolina, and it's unfortunate that Shane Gostisbehere has gotten back because that's sent him back down to the second power play unit, but he's shown some upside this year. He's got great peripherals and he's playing a lot. And he's got 4 games this week. So once again, if you're thin at defense and you just need some peripherals and some consistent points throughout the week, he's a good ad for you. Last D-man I got is Bowen Byram from the Buffalo Sabres. Byram's only 11% rostered, playing on the third pairing and second power play after Rasmus Dahlin just got back from his absence, and he's another guy on a shitty Buffalo team that might not do a whole lot for you this week, but he is the next best defenseman to add in terms of production fantasy-wise, other than Rasmus Dahlin on this team. So he's probably going to be your best option if all the guys before this are not available. And now over to the tendies. I want you guys to make sure that Pyotr Kochetkov and Spencer Knight aren't available right now on your waiver wires because they've been playing really well and are the starting goaltenders on their respective teams. Now, starting off with our first goalie, who is up to 50% rostered now, we got Yaroslav Askarov from the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks have been hot as of late, winning 7 of their last 8 games, and Askarov has been getting a bulk of those starts. Askarov has only let in 1 goal in each of his last 4 starts, making 28 plus saves in all of those as well. So if he's out there, add him immediately because he is going to be getting a lot of production. Next up, we got Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen from the Buffalo Sabres. He is 20% rostered, and he's been splitting starts with Alex Lyon and Colton Ellis recently, and collectively the 3 of them just have not been playing that great, so it's going to be a bit of a gamble with who's going to be starting which game. But given the history with the Sabres and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, I feel like they might roll with him for hopefully 2 or 3 of the starts this week, so if he's not available, maybe look to get Alex Lyon instead. Next goalie we got is Kevin Lankinen from the Vancouver Canucks. He's sitting at 18% rostered and now is the starting goalie for Vancouver with Thatcher Demko going out on the IR. Can't say I'm really surprised that Thatcher Demko is back on the IR. It seems like it's every fucking season that he spends at least a month or 2 on the IR, and it looks like he's going to be out for a week at least. He's got such bad injury history, so who knows, this 1 week could turn into half of the season. So go add Lankinen because he's a starter now. Got a few streamers here to cap off the video, both at 4% rostered. First up, we got Joonas Korpisalo, who is the backup goalie for the Boston Bruins. Him and Swayman have kind of been going back and forth with some starts here. Swayman might get 2 to Korpisalo's 1, but he's worth the ad with 4 games this week. He might get 2 starts, so go grab him if he's out there. And the last goalie, also at 4% rostered, is Philip Grubauer from the Seattle Kraken. Now, Matt Murray, who was the 3rd string goaltender, just got injured. And with Joey Daccord on the IR, that leaves Philip Grubauer as pretty much the only goalie left. So go at him right now because he's going to be getting a bulk of the starts going forward until Daccord is back. All right, you guys, that's going to wrap it there. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at The Stick Crew and listen to The Stick Crew podcast on Apple and on Spotify. Thank you so much. See you next time.